Michelle Hooper, the Rugby World Cup 2021 Tournament Director. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to our studios.
Kia ora tato. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure to have you in the studio, Michelle. That must be a very exciting time for you right now that the Rugby World Cup has kicked off.
Yes, it's absolutely incredibly exciting. I think we had a gangbuster weekend. We were sold out Eden Park on Saturday for the first time ever for the history of women's sport here in Aotearoa, and no better way to reward the Black Ferns and their legacy of the black jersey than filling Eden Park. I think all of the teams that went out on that field, the 6 of them, took part in that opening match day, were just blown away by the experience and the feeling in the venue. And we've had so much positive feedback just about the fan experience, the family fun zones, the festival entertainment program that ran all day long, and just the real warmth and aroha and sense of celebration that the match day imbued on people, which was really great.
It looked like an awesome time. I had quite a few friends that went to the match and they were taking videos and they were like, the atmosphere is unreal here. I'm like, way to make me feel jealous. But yeah, it just looked like it was absolutely incredible and really cool for a women's rugby match. I must apologise because the last couple of days I've been calling it the Rugby World Cup 2022, which it's not.
Don't
right.
apologise.
You can understand how that mistake was made. So obviously it's sort of on all the banners and everything, like RWC New Zealand 2021. It got postponed, right, because of COVID.
Yeah, that's right. And so obviously it was postponed for 13 months. Rugby World Cup 2021, now playing in 22 was the hashtag for a while, the slogan, but absolutely playing in 2022. I have to remind myself too that what year we're up to because it's all very confusing. But to say that, the postponement gave us a great opportunity to do an even better job.
Yeah.
Let's just say COVID just was a dampener for everybody, and the teams themselves as well. What you're seeing on the field of players, teams that have had 13 months more preparing, and the spectacle from a women's rugby perspective is fantastic. They're incredibly athletic, amazing displays of physicality, really great rugby, really great running rugby, and lots of try scoring. Every single team in the weekend put points on the table, which was awesome, and for the fans, it's really exciting to watch. I think that part of that postponement was also to create a much better spectacle from a performance perspective, and we're certainly seeing that with the team performances.
Now, some of these teams have not been professional for very long. What impact do you think having this World Cup and having it, touch wood, and it's only been going a week, but it seems to have been a real success so far in terms of interaction from the fans and stuff like that. Going forward, what impact do you think this will have on women's rugby?
We took over the Rugby World Cup. We really wanted to supercharge the women's game. So the last time it was delivered was in 2017 in Ireland, and relatively small stadiums and small crowd attendance. Over there was 34,000 people attended the tournament in total. We had 34,325 attend on one match day. So we're looking to blow attendance targets out of the water. What we've seen in the last 18 months since COVID has hit was a massive change in women's sport visibility, and massive fan following around the women's game, and all of that, creating more visibility of women's sport, giving them the time in the sun and the prime slots, just really showing the spectacle that it is and getting the fans out there, because actually it's not a lack of demand, it's a lack of supply at peak time. So what we want this to be is a cornerstone for change for women's rugby for the future. So we're seeing that, and we've got some incredible match days yet to come. Obviously this weekend out at Waitakere, it's already a sellout. It has been sold out for 2 weeks. Obviously the Black Ferns are playing Wales, so that's probably the big draw card there. On Saturday night at Northland Event Centre, we've got 3 fantastic matches. It starts with Australia, Scotland. The final game of the day is probably what you'd call the battle of the big ones, in terms of France and England. It's probably the biggest pool match of the tournament, arguably. But that starts, it's got an 8 o'clock kickoff, and so anyone wanting to see the best in rugby, there's still tickets available to that match day. But we've also got, the semi-finals and the finals will be played at Eden Park on the 5th of November, 12th of November respectively. So heaps of great opportunity for people to come along. It's, $5 for a child's ticket, from as little as $10 for an adult's ticket. And Eden Park for the finals match, it's a little bit more expensive, but not that much more expensive. So I don't want anybody to miss out. We don't want anyone not to have the chance to experience an incredible major international tournament, the best of women's rugby, incredible festival atmosphere. And if that's not enough for you, like at the semi-finals. We've got Shapeshifter playing. We've got Benny for the finals. So the in-venue experience is going to be next level.
Yeah, that is like unbelievably affordable to go to like.
And you get 3 games, right?
Yes, that's
For
right.
that
3
price.
games in a day, or two for the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. It's 2 back-to-back matches, but value
But if
for
you
money.
go this weekend to Northland, to Whangarei, you'll get, you could get all 3 games for $5 if you're a kid.
Correct, you'd get all 3 games for
Yeah,
$5.
What are people waiting for?
Yes,
I
get
mean-
along.
You can either watch 3 games of rugby or buy half a cauliflower.
Exactly. Well, I say
right.
if you take 4 kids, it's the same price as a block of cheese.
Yeah? Okay,
Wow.
one last one from me. What's been your favourite moment of the Rugby World Cup so far?
I have so many favourites, and I have to keep rewatching everything that comes through on Facebook because I'm just like, I missed something. But I think definitely Hinawahi Mohi singing the New Zealand national anthem and the Black Ferns singing it, but the crowd sang back to her, and she sung that a cappella. So I think when you know what Hinawahi Mohi meant to the first woman to sing the national anthem in Te Reo Māori at a Rugby World Cup, and then seeing that in our home stadium, Eden Park, which had sold out for the first time for women's rugby, it was an incredible moment. You know, and these are the moments that you miss if you don't come along, because it doesn't happen again. It's historical. It's happening on our doorstep. Everyone's got the chance, so just don't miss out for those 8 remaining match days.
Were you okay at the end of all this? Because you've described some emotional moments.
Yeah, no, I think I'm still on a high, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't often have contentment, but I think I really feel content about what Saturday was, and also the platform it's created for the rest of the Rugby World Cup. And I just really want these athletes to have a world stage worthy of their performances, and I think that they've got that. So I just want to encourage New Zealanders to come out and see them, because it's nothing like seeing it live in the flesh.
Well, Michelle, they've got the right woman for the job. Sounds like you're doing absolutely incredible. Are you allowed to have a favourite team as the tournament director?
No, I'm impartial.
I mean, you've exclusively talked about the Black Ferns. No, I'm just joking.
They're all my favourites, but I think when you understand what it takes to be an elite athlete at the top level, I'm just backing every single one of those incredible athletes. You know their journeys, you know their hardships, you understand their stories, and you know they all deserve to be celebrated, and that's what New Zealanders come out and celebrate, these incredible wahine toa of rugby on the world stage.
Oh, you're a legend.
Are you
inspired.
shouting out Fiji? We've got Fiji.
So Fijiana are playing, it's their first Rugby World Cup ever. They're playing South Africa straight after the Black Ferns at Waitakere Stadium this weekend. So anyone in the venue, please make sure you stay and watch that Fijiana South Africa game, and it should be quite close. I mean, Fiji gave England quite a run for their money in the early stages of the match on Saturday, so anything's possible out there at Waitakere this weekend.
Wow, exciting stuff. If you want to go and get tickets or find out more when the matches are on, etc., you can go to rugbyworldcup.com/2021.
Don't get confused. Hey, Michelle, thanks so much for coming in. Really
Pleasure.
appreciate it. Michelle Hooper, Tournament Director, Rugby World Cup. Get along to some games.